What do we hope God will provide in response to our spiritual longing? Even as we speak, we are waging an all-hands-on-deck war with COVID-19, a solemn reminder that a virus 1,000 times smaller than a grain of sand can bring entire populations and global economies to their knees. When we have conquered this, and we will, may we be equally committed to freeing the world from the virus of hunger and freeing neighborhoods and nations from the virus of poverty. May we hope for schools where students are taught, not terrified they will be shot, and for the gift of personal dignity for every child of God, unmarred by any form of racial, ethnic, or religious prejudice. Undergirding all of this is our relentless hope for greater devotion to the two greatest of all commandments, to love God by keeping His counsel, and to love our neighbors by showing kindness and compassion, patience and forgiveness. We all need to believe that what we desire in righteousness can someday, some way, somehow yet be ours.
I can't think of a time in our recent history when we have been collectively challenged by such a cruel combination of events. A terrorist attack, volcanic eruption, a global pandemic, and now its ensuing financial crisis. Our national character has been repeatedly put to the test, and yet we have come back with an almost stronger sense of ourselves and of what matters most to us. There wasn't a playbook for COVID. There wasn't a playbook for the recovery. And speaking frankly, there hasn't been much of one for what's happened this entire term. But as a team of 5 million, we have achieved so much anyway. Let's keep moving. Summary. A lot has changed across New Zealand in a short space of time. So hopping off the bus in a mask, or tapping into a bakery by barcode, or giving a fellow Kiwi a very wide berth on the footpath is not something I would have thought would fill me with pride at the beginning of this year, but it does now. It's what care and kindness looks like. And I see people embracing it just like we did our new lexicon of bubbles, alert levels, being spaced out. And now we have new face mask chat to add in for good measure. It ensures that we can continue to step down through alert levels, build back a stronger economy, and enjoy our level 1 freedoms once again. Kia ora everyone, hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. First Facebook Live with a mask on, and that's because I am in Auckland. I'm at Manukau Institute of Technology, where they have a fantastic training program for those wanting to enter into carpentry, and you can perhaps see in the background here, we've got some students who are currently in the middle of their program. I haven't told them that I'm filming just in front of them. And we're here today because we have just announced that MIT is going to be a centre of vocational excellence as part of the network of institutions that we have across the country, where we really want to make sure that we're supporting particular institutions that have expertise to innovate, to support the development of curriculum that's really going to grow those jobs of the future. And MIT is going to be that place for construction and for building. So that's fantastic, where we have new apprentices here already training, getting ready for those 20,000 jobs that we're looking to create through those extra infrastructure projects we're funding as part of our COVID recovery and response. So a really great thing to be a part of today. As I arrived, they were just doing a little practical project here, learning how to box and pave, and really this kind of training also is an area where we want to see greater micro-credentialing. So usually when you're having to spend years and years learning a particular trade, looking for ways that we can break some of those elements of a training program down a bit so we can get people on the job and into jobs faster. A couple of extra things to note. If you are an employer right now who already has an apprentice on, these are tough times. We want you to keep that apprentice. So we are providing funding and support to subsidise you keeping your apprentice on. We noticed during the global financial crisis we lost a lot of our apprentices on the job. We don't want that to happen this time. So if you are one of those employers, do jump online, check out the Work and Income website and look up the details for that program. Equally, if you are a business that's wanting to expand and you want extra workers and you're willing to train them, we also have subsidies for those who are taking on apprentices to help support the paying of their wages. And so that is why we're putting these investments in to make sure we keep people training, we keep people in work. Someone just asked me why I'm wearing this mask. It is because I'm out and about in Auckland. This is a place, and you can see around me, I'm with other individuals who, despite this being a workplace, of course, everyone around me here in masks, just following those extra 2.5 guidelines that we've set for Auckland.